welcome back to That's Life with John Carver. This is episode number 390. And I'm calling this episode Today is the Tomorrow. What's the definition of anxiety? It's a feeling of worry or nervousness or uneasy, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. So anxiety is a real challenge for a lot of people. Dale Carnegie said, he was an author that lived many decades ago. He said, quote, "If you want to avoid worry, do what Sir William Osler did. Live in day-tight compartments," unquote. Live in day-tight compartments. What's that? So this is an analogy from the world of ocean liners that's similar to modern-day cruise ships, where the captain, if there was a leak, would just press a button and a big heavy door would close off sections of the ship called bulkheads that created watertight compartments. And as long as they were all shut, the ship was very hard to sink. When you and I allow the worry to leak into our mind and soul, it weighs us down and in time we'll sink. Again, I still have not mastered this skill in living in day-tight compartments, so I'm talking to me too here in this broadcast. So Osler said, quote, "I wish to point out a path in which the wayfaring man, though a fool, cannot err. Not a system to be worked out painfully, only to be discarded. Not a formal scheme, simply a habit as easy, as hard to adopt as any other habit, good or bad. The way of life that I preach is a habit to be acquired gradually by long and steady repetition. It is the practice of living for the day only and for the day's work. Live in day-tight compartments," unquote. So day-tight compartments means to focus on today and not worry about yesterday or tomorrow. Yeah, talking to me too. The process of trying to calculate every possible outcome while not putting as much attention on the task at hand uses a lot of brain power. It's like our subconscious is trying to calculate infinity and trying to predict the future. The what-ifs stop a lot of us from focusing on the here and now. Actor Anthony Hopkins once said, quote, "Today is the tomorrow that you were worried about yesterday." Think about those words. Today is the tomorrow that you were worried about yesterday. How many times have you worried about tomorrow only to realize that it was not worth your time, that you wasted worrying? Author Catherine Valente shares, quote, "Do not ruin today by mourning tomorrow." Do not ruin today by mourning, mourning, that is, tomorrow. This, frankly, slapped me in the face. I wonder how many months and years we've wasted worrying about and mourning the possibilities of tomorrow while not focusing on what we can influence and leverage today. Gets me thinking too. So give yourself permission to not worry about everything, especially when those things are beyond your control in the first place. Yikes. Do everything in your power to create a life that you want. So consistent action combined with learning from the wise save years of struggle and discouragement. Again, consistent action combined with learning from the wise saves years of struggle and discouragement. Control what you can control. By the way, I'm still learning this one. You can't control the actions of other people. Again, you cannot control the actions of other people. You can positively influence them, but you can't control their actions. And again, I have to remind myself of this daily. Again, today is the tomorrow that you were so worried about yesterday. My name is John Carver. Thanks so much for watching.